Let's just do it.
Hola, hola. John Early here with some morning Maté. Of course, it's a bit more of a morning coconut, but where's the alliteration in that, right? I am sitting here woke up on an island outside of Grenada on Lake Nicaragua, and a bit of a research mission. If you could maybe look around and see an aerial rig here, maybe some people juggling here, maybe some nomad gypsies making some cool art, juggling some fire over here. Just the whole thought of Circus Island kind of has a nice ring to it, don't you think? So keep in touch with Momentum Collective for next year's artist residency and see what this place could manifest into. But right now, something that's been on my mind in the last couple days that I want to talk about is leaving Canada and why it makes Canada so great. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that actually as a true traveler, kind of added value of what you can take when you travel back home with you, and your appreciation for different cultures and diversity and different faiths, and also your appreciation for the things you take for granted when you're back at home, when you can actually realize the abundance that you have when you're back in Canada or your home country. And this is something that I feel like is more relevant today than ever, especially with some of the American politics happening. I feel like there could be so many more things if people would just take a step back from their home country or their home classroom, you know, where you're raised and you're taught all this education, getting education outside of that through traveling, through backpacking, and not just being in a resort or something that's really easy where you're implementing your first world mentality onto these third world countries or these other places, but somewhere where you do get comfortable being uncomfortable in with the locals or in these totally different environments. And especially in Canada, I mean, Canada's an amazing, diverse country. We have different faiths, we have different cuisines and all of that, and it's amazing. And you can appreciate that more when you travel. And we have that added push as Canadians because we have a little thing called winter. And when it ranges half the year and you can get freezing cold temperatures, it's that added little incentive, little push to go, hey, go explore the country, go explore outside of your country, go explore the world, and see what you can take back with you, whether it's for a week, whether it's for a month, whether it's for half a year or an extended stay. It doesn't matter, just get out there and explore. And then you can come back home and realize the difference between authentic international cuisine, a real Mexican mole, or a real green Thai curry sauce, or something along those lines. You can go shopping in Chinatown and know what to do with different produce, with chayote and these different ingredients that you can find, and who knows whatever else it is. And not just that, but also if you can speak a different language, then maybe you can have a bit more of a real conversation with people that have just immigrated into your local community, or going to a country that has a totally different faith than the religion you have back at home. So that understanding that, hey, maybe we all do have some of the same core values that we strive to, being good humans in the world. So there's so much value there that getting out there and traveling is such a benefit. But not just that, let's not take traveling for granted as Canadians or as anyone else from a first world country. We have these passports that have all this accreditation that we can pretty much go anywhere we want. And it's super easy. You just have this, boom. All right, you're from a country that has wealth and all these, different visas, and it's easy to get around. I mean, talking to my friends from Nicaragua, be like, hey, come visit me in Canada sometime. They look at you like, yeah, sure. You think I'm able to afford a flight, let alone jump through the hoops and regulations of getting a visa to get into your country and to prove the wealth that I'm capable of being in your country, and I'm not going to be a terrorist or anything else like that, like these crazy things. So I think there's so much that we take for granted being in a place like Canada, and that is more reason to get out outside of your country, outside of that comfort zone, that bubble zone. And that's something that I included a quote in this book that I wrote, Tales of the Modern Nomad. It talks about 10 years of backpacking, and it's a quote by Bill Bryson, who's an amazing travel author. This is from his book, Neither Here Nor There, and it starts at chapter 4. What an odd thing tourism is, he says. You fly off to a strange land, eagerly abandoning all the comforts of home, and expand vast quantities of time and money in a largely futile effort to recapture the comforts you wouldn't have lost if you hadn't left home in the first place. So that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about, is not just implementing your first world mentality onto these places, but getting comfortable in those uncomfortable situations and really getting outside of your comfort zone, so you can take that appreciation and culture back home with you and continue to make Canada one of the amazing countries that it is, full of diversity, new ideas, new concepts, and open arms to differences in life. So that's pretty much all I got today. Happy little morning Maté, aka morning coconut. Keep in touch for Circus Island coming soon to a tropical volcano near you. Ciao.